So I've put this thing through the ringer. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? I hope everybody's day is going as good as mine, guys. I just got off the water. I went out, did some fishing, filmed a little bit, had an amazing day. It's January 3rd right now, guys, and it is beautiful outside. It's almost 50 degrees. Water temperature was about 45 degrees. I just had a good time. I only caught a couple fish, but I had a great time. But now that it is January 2019, guys, I wanted to do a year review of my Perception Pilot. I actually got it in November of 2017, so it's actually about like a year and a couple month review. I wanted to just kind of go bow to stern with it real quick, show you guys how it's holding up. I haven't cleaned it up. I haven't done anything like that with it. Just kind of go through it, show everything, the scratches, and let you guys know how it's holding up. So those of you that are in the market for a pedal yak or something like that, you guys will be able to take into account, you know, how well this is holding up, I should say. So let's go ahead and we'll start at the bow, guys. Right here at the bow, as you can see. Now, first of all, let me tell you guys right off the bat, my Santa Claus is laying down and my Grinch is flattened. Yeah, the weather, I'm telling you, man, them lazy on the job. Anyway, guys, so the kayak stays on my trailer out front. I don't cover it up with any kind of tarp or anything like that, so it is in the elements. It gets, you know, the rain on it, snow, all that sort of thing. I lock it to my trailer, and this is where it sits. So keep that in mind when looking at it. And one other thing, I don't use any kind of kayak cart. So I drag it pretty much everywhere I go. If I'm by myself, nobody can help me carry it, then it's getting drug on its keel, guys. So that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. We've got up front right here, as you can see, I've got just a couple little nicks and scratches and whatnot. The front keel is actually looking pretty good so far. It's still, see if I can get up underneath here at all and see. It looks like I got a nice little scratch there, but nothing real significant, guys. And then going on down the side, as you can tell, right down through there, I've got scratches along here. But this is literally just surface. You know, this is cosmetic. It has no effect on the performance or anything like that. My other side over here, everything's still looking good and in shape. My anchor trolley rivets are holding just fine. I do have a couple, I have had to screw these handle screws in a couple times since I have had it. They tend to kind of work themselves loose, and then you'll get a little bit of leakage in there. Up top, your cargo net that it comes with, mine's faded. This is casualty of leaving it outside in the elements, guys, and I leave that out there as well. As you can tell up front, I just got off the water. I got some water up here. Hatch or front tank well doing just fine. Still got the scupper plug mount. Haven't changed it one bit. Both of my hatches, everything is perfectly fine with these. Still run the exact same one. Look, I even got some money in there, guys. Still run the same, just like that. Everything's fine as far as that goes. I've got my Yak Attack rails on here. Nothing, not a single problem with the Yak Attack rails. Going on down the side. Let's look over here at this side as well. Same thing. This one's just fine. I run my fish finder cables right out here to this side. This Yak Attack rail just fine. Haven't had to touch these screws at all. You can see I've got some scratches on the side here, right down the side. Guys, I was driving down the highway. I had stopped at Sonic to get some food, and I went up front, sat at the picnic tables and ate, and somebody had come back and popped off my straps. They didn't take them all the way off, they just popped them loose as they were walking by, and I proceeded to drive on through town as I was going to the lake, and my entire kayak slid off my trailer and into the highway. I was going about 35 miles an hour, and this is literally all that happened to it. I had a few scratches right along down this side right here. Anchor trolley still holding up just fine. Let's go to the inside, guys. My bungee strap here, everything's holding up just fine. As you, I don't know how well you can see down in there, but I've got some stuff wrapped around it from getting in the shallow water. But my prop, everything's just fine with the prop. Not a problem there at all. The only thing that has happened was this thing right here has bent. I was in 10 foot of water and ran into some sort of stump, and this drive is so sturdy I actually hit the stump or rock as fast as I was going, stopped the kayak in its tracks, and just kind of bent that right there. So that gives it a little bit of play, but all I have to do is, like I said, order that there, and that will be perfectly fine. Pedals work just fine, gears are just fine. We've got a little bit of dirt, some extra lures in here. Everything's good coming down this side. You've got your bungee straps, still perfectly fine. We've got a still got elasticity in our bungee cords back here. These things have not backed out, not one bit. This handle, same thing. As far as that goes with this handle, every once in a while you got to tighten down these screws right here. Other than that, this back here, every once in a while it gets a little bit of play right here, but nothing significant, nothing that you can't live with. I haven't actually ever tightened this up yet. The only thing I have tightened up is the little guides right here, and what that'll do is that'll keep play, you know, keep it tightened down so there's not play in that. As you can see, works just fine. Not a problem with the rudder at all. Some scratches on the back through here, guys, just like that. Some scratches down that side from dragging it. This is probably a casualty of falling off of my trailer. Here is the rear keel. I haven't even wore through this keel guard yet. This is replaceable. We can take that off and replace it at any time. Still haven't wore through that. This is the original one, and keep in mind I don't use a kayak cart, so there's nothing Nothing about that that's alarming at all, guys. And then we'll run back up this side just like this. Paddle keep still has plenty of elasticity in the paddle keep. Handle's perfectly fine. This handle is actually really rigid. It doesn't give me any problems whatsoever. My seat tracks, no movement in the seat tracks at all. I mean, that's it, guys. Like, I mean, as you can see, guys, like, no, it doesn't look brand new. It does look used. But keep in mind, guys, I go fishing about 3 times a week, especially in the fall and in the spring. Yes, I took a few months off last summer, personal issues, that sort of thing. But you got to kind of figure 52 plus weeks of going fishing 3 times a week at least in the kayak with no cart. It has fell off this trailer going down the highway at 35 miles an hour. I actually dropped it off the trailer this morning when I was changing my trailer tire. I wish I would have had it on film, but I didn't. I was changing my trailer tire, woke up and it was flat and I was going to the lake, so I changed it, was pulling this off, fell flat on the ground, guys. These things are beastly. I'm not kidding. These things are very sturdy, guys. I can't tell you enough good things about it. It is over a year old now, like 14 months to be exact, and I don't have enough good things to say about it, guys. So if you're in the market for a Perception, or if you're just in the market for a kayak, pedal and get a Perception. These things have dropped in price since I got it. I think you can get them for like 15 or 16 now, brand new, at a box store like Dick's or Gander Mountain or something. So you could probably find a good used demo version, or even get on Craigslist and you could probably find one for $1,000 or something like that. And it's worth it. It's worth it. I will keep this thing for a long time, guys. Other than that, guys, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of on the water footage that I took while I was out there today. I wanted to show you guys kind of how it's performing still on the water, that sort of thing. And just let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you own one, how long you've had it, how well it's keeping up, that sort of thing. I'm very interested to know. I've thought about getting a lot of different kayaks in the past, and now that this has held up for so long, guys, I just don't want to I don't want to get anything else. It's all I can say about it. It is a great kayak. It performs well. It's affordable, and anything that can just fall off of a trailer like that and literally just put a few scratches on it is okay in my book. So with that being said, guys, I am going to let you check out the on the water footage, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. I'll see you on the water.